Hello, what's the secret for today? We reveal what would happen if schools banned dating, didn't allow failing certain classes, and required white teacher-checked underwear. In Japan, there are real rules. From no ponytails to no phones, some of these policies will shock you. Here are 20 school rules from Japan you won't believe exist. In Japan, students in elementary and junior high schools are automatically promoted to the next grade level each year, regardless of academic performance. This policy is consistent across the country and is not influenced by regional differences. While grade repetition is uncommon, students aiming to enter high school must pass competitive entrance examinations. These exams are a significant factor in determining admission to desired schools. Despite the absence of grade repetition, there is considerable societal and parental pressure on students to perform well academically. This cultural emphasis on education motivates students to achieve high grades and succeed in entrance examinations. Next. In many countries, students might express their feelings of love freely, but in Japan, things are a little different. In fact, expressing romantic feelings at school is strictly forbidden. In one shocking case, a girl who was caught in a romantic relationship was forced to drop out of school. For instance, Horikoshi High School in Nakano, Tokyo has a rule prohibiting dating between male and female students. In 2019, a third-year female student was asked to voluntarily withdraw after admitting to a relationship, leading her to sue the school for damages. The Tokyo District Court upheld the dating ban as a reasonable disciplinary measure but criticized the school's handling of the situation, awarding the student approximately $7,200 in compensation. A 2024 survey by the Japan Association for Sex Education found that only 22.8% of high school boys, 25.7% of high school girls reported having kissed someone, marking the lowest rate since the survey began in 1974. While not explicitly stated in the provided sources, cultural norms in Japan often lead to parental support for school rules, including those related to dating, emphasizing academic focus. Rules about dating might seem strict, but the next one crosses into a whole new level of personal control, right down to your underwear. In Japan, regular school classes often don't align with the rigorous entrance exams students face. To bridge this gap, many attend juku private, fee-paying schools that offer supplementary classes, often in preparation for key school and university entrance exams. The need for juku arises because public school classes can be overcrowded, sometimes exceeding 40 students, making it challenging for teachers to cater to individual learning needs. Additionally, the curriculum may not adequately prepare students for the specific demands of entrance exams. Attending juku is common among Japanese students, especially those in junior high, with enrollment rates reaching up to 58% in the third year. These institutions play a crucial role in the educational landscape, providing targeted support to ensure students' academic success. Studying harder sounds logical, but what about modern tools like smartphones? Japan had a surprising answer to that for years. Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Back in the year 2009, Japan introduced a nationwide ban on cell phones in both elementary and high schools. The idea was simple: fewer distractions, better concentration. And for years, that rule stuck. But things changed dramatically in the year 2018. After a powerful earthquake struck Osaka City. The disaster exposed a serious communication gap. In emergencies, many believed that if students had access to their phones, they could have contacted their families faster, received safety alerts, or even helped with early responses. That moment triggered a shift in thinking. While Japan still places high value on classroom discipline, the policy around phones has softened. Some schools now allow students to carry phones, but with strict rules about when and how they can be used. By the middle of the year 2019, 26 out of 40 prefectural boards of education had adjusted their regulations to allow students to carry phones to school with parental permission. Then, in July of the year 2020, Japan's education ministry approved a broader change, permitting junior high school students to bring mobile phones under strict conditions, like disabling web access and understanding potential safety risks. If you think students get a break from it all during summer, think again. Japan's version of vacation is anything but relaxing. In Japan, the summer break occurs in the middle of the academic year, which starts in April, not September. Unlike in many countries where summer is a time for relaxation, Japanese students' 5-week summer break is much shorter, about half the length of summer vacations in places like the U.S. Even during this break, students stay busy. They attend school for club activities, and at home, they continue studying and completing assignments. It's as though they never fully get a break, with the focus always on work or activities. This routine is deeply ingrained in Japanese students, and they view it as normal. While breaks in other countries are meant for play and rest, important for cognitive development, the Japanese summer break is filled with academic and extracurricular tasks. However, students who complete their assignments and club activities can skip school, giving parents a little extra time with their kids. Would you trade your long summer vacation for a shorter one if it meant staying academically sharp? Or is time off just as important as school time? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how your country handles summer breaks and what you would change. Some Japanese schools have implemented rules prohibiting female students from wearing ponytails. The rationale provided by certain school administrators is that exposing the nape of the neck could excite male students. While there are no nationwide statistics, a 2020 survey indicated that approximately 1 in 10 schools in Fukuoka Prefecture enforce such a ban. These rules, part of a broader set of strict school regulations known as Baraku Kusaku or Black Rules, have faced increasing criticism for being outdated and discriminatory. In response to public outcry, the Japanese government has urged schools to review and revise these policies. And that obsession with appearances doesn't stop at hair. What every student wears is also strictly controlled. Approximately 90% of Japanese public elementary and junior high schools have mandatory uniforms for all students. In public high schools, about 80% require uniforms, with roughly 65% mandating them every single day. Private schools generally demonstrate 5 to 10% lower policy rates across all grade levels. Uniforms in Japanese schools are seen as symbols of equality and discipline. They help eliminate visible economic disparities among students and promote a sense of unity and order within the school environment. Traditional uniforms for girls often include a white blouse with a sailor collar and a pleated skirt, while boys typically wear a stand-up collar jacket with trousers. Common uniform colors are navy blue, white, gray, light green, and black. Adherence to uniform policies is strictly enforced in Japanese schools. Students are expected to wear their uniforms at all times during school hours, and violations can result in disciplinary actions. So what happens when a teacher calls in sick? In most places, it's movie time. In Japan, totally different story. In many countries, when a teacher is absent, a substitute steps in and students might even get a break with an easy day. But in Japan, things work a little differently. If a teacher can't make it to school, there's no substitute. Instead, the students take charge. They continue with their schoolwork and study on their own, just as they would if the teacher were there. And believe it or not, they do it perfectly. Japanese students are trained to be self-sufficient in every aspect of their lives, And this independence follows them into adulthood, making them incredibly self-reliant. The Japanese education system emphasizes responsibility and independence so much that, when a teacher isn't around, students don't just sit idly. They lead the class, manage their work, and stay focused, as if it were business as usual. This approach might remind us of Jean-Jacques Rousseau's idea of a child's mind as a clean slate. Whatever you teach them, that's what they'll carry into the world. And in Japan, these kids are so well trained in taking care of themselves, it's hard to imagine anything they can't do. Speaking of responsibility, how seriously do you take being on time? In Japan, even seconds matter. On May 11, 2018, a train operated by West Japan Railway Company departed Nodogawa Station in Shiga Prefecture 25 seconds earlier than its scheduled time of 7:12 in the morning. The company issued an official apology describing the incident as truly inexcusable and implemented additional staff training to prevent future occurrences. Japan is renowned for its commitment to punctuality across various aspects of society, including transportation, education, and business. This cultural value is deeply ingrained, with even minor deviations from schedules taken seriously. The Tokaido Shinkansen, one of Japan's busiest high-speed rail lines, had an average delay of just 1.6 minutes per train in the year 2024, reflecting the country's dedication to maintaining precise schedules. Japanese students are expected to arrive before the school day officially starts. Being even a single minute late is frowned upon. Teachers, too, uphold this standard. And it doesn't end there. Shops open exactly on time, business meetings start precisely on schedule, and trains? They are timed to the second. Would this kind of system help students in your country, or feel overwhelming? Have you ever been in a place where time was treated this seriously? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your cultural take on punctuality and pressure. In Japan, club activities are a big part of school life. As soon as the new school year starts, clubs begin recruiting new members, putting up posters and holding informational gatherings. While joining a club is voluntary, most students participate in extracurricular activities known as bukatsudo. There are two main types of clubs: sports and culture. Sports clubs include kendo, judo, kyudo, karate, sumo, and aikido, while culture clubs cover a wide range of activities like brass bands, art, theater, and pop music. Some clubs meet once or twice a week, while others meet nearly every day, even on weekends, especially when preparing for national competitions. Though each club has a supervising teacher, the emphasis is on student independence. Students are motivated by the fun and camaraderie they experience in these clubs, making it an essential part of school life in Japan. And while you're juggling school and clubs, guess what you can't bring from home? Your lunch next. In Japanese primary and junior high schools, students are not allowed to bring lunch from home. Instead, they all eat the same school-provided meal, carefully prepared under the guidance of certified nutritionists. This is part of shokuiku, or food and nutrition education, which teaches students about healthy eating, balanced meals, and proper manners. Each lunch features freshly cooked dishes using seasonal, locally sourced ingredients, such as rice or bread, fish or meat, vegetables, soup, and milk, totaling around 600 to 700 calories. Processed or frozen foods are not included. Though homemade lunches are banned, the cost remains affordable. As of 2025, an average lunch costs about $2.50 for elementary students and about $2.60 for junior high students, subsidized by the government. What's unique is the setting. Students serve each other and eat in their classrooms, not a cafeteria. Afterwards, they clean up together, promoting responsibility, hygiene, and mutual respect. But conformity goes even further, right down to your natural hair color. In Japan, most students are required to have black hair, and this rule is strictly enforced in schools. If a student has naturally blonde or brown hair, they must provide proof from their parents showing that their hair color is natural. This rule made headlines in 2017 when a female student was forced to dye her naturally brown hair black. She complied at first, but later stopped, leading to harsh consequences. The school removed her desk, erased her name from the roster, and even checked her hair roots. The student sued for mental distress and was awarded about $3,100 in compensation by the local government. However, the court ruled that schools have the right to enforce such hair regulations, emphasizing the value of uniformity and discipline in Japanese schools. Appearance aside, there's a cultural rhythm to everyday school life, and it starts with a bow. In Japan, bowing is a common way to show respect, whether in a classroom or on the streets of Tokyo. For example, business people often bow as they say goodbye. For foreigners, this can be confusing, as it's not always clear when to bow. In schools, students greet their teachers by bowing in different ways depending on the situation. When entering the classroom, students line up and bow to greet the teacher. When leaving, they bow again to thank the teacher for the lesson. Students must raise their hands and wait for permission before answering questions, never speaking out of turn. Outside of class, students bow and greet their teachers with good morning or good afternoon. When a teacher leaves the room, students bow and say thank you or use the term sensei to show respect, especially with part-time teachers. One important cultural note: saying "Otsukare samadashita" to a teacher may offend them, as it's meant for coworkers, not superiors. Still thinking students can show off a little personality? Wait till you hear what else they can't wear. In Japan, school dress codes are strict, and accessories are not allowed. This means no earrings, piercings, or painted nails. Ear piercings, in particular, are rare and often associated with rebellion. But the restrictions don't stop there. Students are also prohibited from wearing hats or caps, and headphones or earpieces are banned during the school day. Essentially, the school authorities expect students to follow a strict uniform standard: white undergarments, socks, shoes, and backpacks. Any deviation from this could lead to serious consequences. In Japan, these rules reflect the strong cultural value of uniformity and discipline. While personal expression may be embraced elsewhere, Japanese schools focus on maintaining order and ensuring that students adhere to a consistent, simple appearance. Would strict accessory bans help students stay focused or strip away too much personality? We're especially curious, what kind of dress code did you grow up with? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. The two-block haircut, characterized by short sides and back with longer hair on top, has been subject to bans in various Japanese schools. The Tokyo Metropolitan Board of Education previously prohibited this hairstyle, citing concerns about discipline and potential disruptions. However, as of April 2022, all Tokyo public high schools have abolished such rules, allowing greater freedom in student hairstyles. Swimming has been a part of Japan's school curriculum since the 1968 revision of the curriculum guidelines. It is incorporated into physical education classes across elementary and junior high schools. As of 2021, approximately 75% of elementary and junior high schools in Japan have swimming pools on their premises, facilitating regular swimming lessons. The emphasis on swimming education was significantly influenced by water accidents in 1955, notably the Shion-Maru incident and the Kyohoku Junior High School water accident, which underscored the need for swimming and self-life-saving education. Swimming remains a popular extracurricular activity, with surveys indicating that it is among the top choices for children aged 4 to 11. Discipline isn't just taught in books. Japanese schools train students with brooms and mops, too. In Japanese schools, students are responsible for cleaning their classrooms, hallways, and common areas. This practice, known as osoji, is a fundamental part of the education system and is believed to instill responsibility, teamwork, and respect for shared spaces. Students typically spend about 15 minutes each day on cleaning duties. This routine starts from the first grade and continues through high school. The practice of students cleaning their schools is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and education, emphasizing the importance of cleanliness and community involvement from a young age. But when things get dangerous, schools aren't just strict, they're also prepared, with gear you'd never expect. In Aichi Prefecture, a 62-year-old man once entered Ikinomiya School carrying a kitchen knife, causing panic. To subdue him, the school used an unusual but effective tool, the Sasumata. This weapon, originally used by samurai in feudal Japan, is a forked spear, also known as a man-grabber. Samurai police used it, along with tools like the tsukubo and sotagarami, to arrest criminals or manage crowds without causing harm. The Sasumata features two prongs at the end of a 2-meter-long stick with spikes to prevent the suspect from grabbing it. Today, the Sasumata has been modernized, with Japanese police occasionally using it for self-defense. The modern version is made of lightweight aluminum and lacks sharp blades and spikes. The Sasumata still plays a role in Japan today. Many schools keep one on hand for protection against intruders or break-ins. Fortunately, it's rare for intruders to be armed, making the Sasumata a practical and effective safety tool. Finally, one rule that may seem simple but reflects deep cultural values, starting from the moment you walk in the door. In Japan, it is customary to remove shoes before entering homes, schools, and certain public buildings. This practice is rooted in cultural norms emphasizing cleanliness and respect for shared spaces. Students typically change into uebaki, which are lightweight, flexible indoor shoes designed for comfort and ease of movement. These are usually white with colored accents and are designated for indoor use only. Most Japanese schools have a genkan, an entryway area where students remove their outdoor shoes and store them in assigned lockers before changing into their uebaki. This routine is part of daily school life from elementary through high school. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I hope you'll love this content. Comment below about the next topic you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.